welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me kind of style video. I just basically wanted to do a video where you guys get to know me as a person a little bit more. I know I've just kind of been more on a surface level on this channel, and it's been kind of like, you know, all business tips for makeup artists and just what's in my freelance kit sort of videos. And I know you guys have really enjoyed those kind of videos. I know you guys come to my channel to get those kind of informative videos, but I did want to let you guys in kind of on my personal life a little bit more, and just kind of, I guess, where I am currently in my life and what's going to go on in the future. So yeah, anyways, I will go ahead and dive right in. Again, it's kind of more of a get ready with me style. I'm going to be doing my makeup on camera. I'm going to go ahead and link all the products that I will be using my face down in the description bar below. I'm not sure what makeup look I'm going to be doing, to be completely honest with you guys, so this might just kind of turn into a hot mess. So if this does not turn out looking right, I apologize for that. All right, so I guess I'll just start off by telling you guys kind of a little bit more about myself in terms of like where I am in my freelancing career right now. I know I've announced a couple of different times on my channel now that this is my third year being a freelance artist, so I am currently still building my business. A lot of you also know that I do still have a current 9-to-5 job where I just work 40 hours a week, and then I do freelancing on the side during evenings and weekends. My work also is very flexible, so they literally will kind of let me leave whenever I need to for appointments if need be, because sometimes I have photo shoots that are like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'd have to leave work early, obviously, and they're really chill. I just have to let them know about maybe like a week in advance or so when I'm going to be leaving, so they know to kind of like plan accordingly if there isn't anybody like in the office to answer phones. I do actually do the accounting for a company locally in town, so that's what I do. I'm not a certified like CPA or anything, but I do like the accounts receivables, accounts payables, things like that. Totally the opposite of freelance makeup artistry. The reason that I like to stress so much, though, that I do have a full-time job, it's not necessarily to brag, to say like, oh, I've got it all. The only reason why I have a full-time job right now is because I need to support myself financially before I can start branching out on my own for freelance artistry. If you guys have never been in business for yourself or tried to be a business owner, it's very hard to financially support yourself like that, because you have to basically rely on clients and your business and how well it's doing. I tried to branch into my own in 2018, and that was like in the fall, but I only had one wedding because I was kind of keeping it on the down low because I still worked at Mac at the time, and they would not let you freelance because it was a conflict of interest to them. So I ended up not really being able to advertise myself. I wasn't able to pass out business cards, build a website, because I legit could have gotten fired for it. So I got that one wedding when I was still working at Mac, and I wasn't really like taking it seriously because I really liked what I did still, and I was trying to see if that career would take me anywhere, but it really wasn't going anywhere. I ended up going and seeing, like, I guess more about being a freelancer as opposed to, you know, being somebody who just worked in a store and everything all the time. And I really wanted to branch out into weddings because I thoroughly enjoy making a bride feel so special on her wedding day. It's a very special day in somebody's life, and I just like making, you know, the brides that I have feel really special about themselves, and most of the time they've never gotten their makeup professionally done. And I had a lot of brides that came into Mac when I worked there, and so I just really enjoyed getting to know people, and I am like such a nosy person when it comes to weddings. Like, I love seeing their dresses, I love talking about wedding colors, I like seeing what vendors they hired, and just kind of like the overall like aesthetic and theme of people's weddings, you know? Like, I'm an extremely nosy person. I know, however, that the bridal industry is definitely not well known for being a really high profit area of makeup artistry. I would make a lot more if I went into film and television, but I don't live in a big enough city where that would be a thing. It's not like I live in like Los Angeles or, you know, anywhere near California, places where they film television stuff all the time, you know? I'm not near any of that, so it would be really hard for me to get into something like that without moving, obviously, and I don't really want to move to a big city, to be completely honest. Like, I'm not really like a big city sort of person. I just honestly don't really like super long days. I would rather wake up really early in the morning, despite me not being a morning person, than have to spend a whole entire 12 to 14 hour day just like doing makeup on film and television sets for a whole entire day, staying for touch-ups. I did help with one television production in 2019 when I fully started like trying to branch out on my own after I quit Mac. But I mean, I don't know. I just spent like so long just following television crews around, and it just wasn't ideal for me. And I absolutely love going to weddings, and the energy is just so different. You have all these girls, yeah, they might be a little bit stressed, but you have all these girls in a room when you go in. They're so excited. The bride's so hyped for her wedding day. I've never really had any like bad bridal experiences so far. Like all of my brides have been super amazing. I'm so grateful for the clients that I have. And yeah, that's bragging. I am bragging about my clients because they're amazing. And I would not be where I am without any of them, past or present. So I'm beyond grateful for them. Eventually, I would love to just do weddings only and cut out anything else that is not like wedding based. I know the photographers that watch my videos are probably gonna like hate me because I know they really like me working with their clients and everything, but eventually I would like to be like a bridal only makeup artist to the point where you couldn't hire me for anything else except for weddings. I don't know how that would necessarily work. I've never met somebody who like just does weddings only, and my business is actually going really well despite COVID. So I actually have so many more weddings than I even had last year, and it's not even, I mean, it just is starting in March, you know, like it's like mid-March right now pretty much, and I already have more weddings than I had for the entire year of last year. So I try to calculate this because I want to kind of like let you guys know that everybody starts off somewhere. I think I got like 8 weddings, I want to say, like my first year, which I don't think was particularly bad. It doesn't seem like a lot, but at the same time, if you're a nobody in your area, like if you're absolutely nobody knows who you are and doesn't know that you freelance, then 8 weddings is honestly like a pretty decent amount, I felt like. If you guys are a bridal makeup artist, let me know how many weddings you guys had in your first year of freelance artistry, because I'm just kind of curious. But I, again, had 8 weddings or so that I did the first year. So then in 2020, I ended up getting, because that was last year, obviously, I think I got like, I think 15 weddings last year, I want to say. It's not like I'm trying to book as many weddings as possible just to get money, but at the same time, you obviously have to have money in life to like survive, you know? So if I want to make this full time, I have to build clientele to get more money, if that makes sense. Yeah, so in 2020, I had about 15 weddings that I booked all together, which is still not bad for second year, you know? Because 8 the first year, 15 the second, and then as of right now, I have 20 weddings booked, and it's only the beginning of March. Well, like mid-March now. And I feel like I'm doing pretty good, to be completely honest. I'm so happy with where my career is right now. And I'm just like so excited to see what the year brings, because I'm just like so excited to eventually, you know, take this career full time. And I just really want to, I guess, go really far with this and hope for the best. You know what I mean? Also, I have no idea where this makeup look's going. I'm kind of just adding like random colors at this point in time. And I swear it will like come together, or hopefully it will. I already have waterproof mascara on from yesterday. I slept in my mascara and I did not remove it. Makeup rule number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some false lashes and put those on, and then I will come back after I grab the lashes. Give me 1 second. Okay, I am back with the lashes. I'm just putting glue on them right now. As far as this year goes with like business and everything, I've pretty much like kind of gotten to the point where I've solidified my whole process for inquiries online. I have my website set up to where I want it right now. So honestly, I'm pretty much just like trying to work with as many people as possible. I've also done a couple of different styled shoots for weddings recently, and that's something that I've really never experimented with or anything. It's basically where like you collaborate with different wedding vendors and you all create like a styled shoot basically that looks like a wedding, but it's not a real wedding. So you guys have like a couple that's like, you know, basically faking getting married, and they have like maybe dress vendors that come, so they're wearing like a wedding dress by a local designer. Then you hire a photographer, florist, everything, you know, like hairstylist, makeup artist, etc. You all come together and do this whole entire wedding shoot, right? So I've done a couple of those now, and I'm actually really having a lot of fun with them. Keep in mind, styled shoots are not usually paid. You're just paid basically with the photos that you get from the photographer, and then all the other vendors just like start tagging each other on Instagram. I'm trying not to do like a ton of styled shoots because again, they aren't paid, and of course I do need an income to live off of, but of course that's why I also have my my full-time job too. So I can rely on that just in case like I have too many unpaid things going on. But right now in my career, I'm pretty much doing it just to like advertise myself and branch out, you know, with other wedding vendors and everything. I feel like there's not a lot of like makeup artists for some reason. Let me put it this way. There's a bunch of makeup artists in my area, but they all work for salons. Like they're cosmetologists, they're in salons, then they do hairstyling as well. And I know that I've said this before, but I don't thoroughly believe that you can be good at hair and makeup. You usually specialize in one versus the other, you know? So you're usually better at hair or makeup, and you're not usually good equally at both. So, I mean, for instance, I hairstyle and everything, but I'm not as good as like actual bridal hairstylists, because I don't do bridal hair for a reason. I can curl somebody's hair, but like that's all I got. I don't do any fancy like bridal styles or anything. I don't even hire myself out for bridal hairstyling because I can't do it. There's basically just like a bunch of salons in my area that specialize in like people that do hair and makeup, but usually one's more subpar. And then you have people that are specifically like they have people that specialize in hair and then actual makeup artists that specialize in makeup, but they still belong to a salon, if that makes sense. So I do like those a little bit better because they do have specialized people for hair and for makeup, and they don't do both. Yeah, so I don't really have like a ton of competition as far as, you know, freelance artistry goes. I think I only know maybe 2 other genuine freelancers in my area that own their own businesses. They're in makeup artistry for themselves, and they're independent and not attached to any salon or anything. It's literally super rare in my area. And most of the time you're just like competing with salons if you're a freelancer, because you are obviously one individual person and everything. And these 2 people don't have any employees that are underneath them or anything. They're not part of a team. They're just by themselves, and they just do makeup. I think those are honestly the only 2 people that I really am competing against, really. Not like competing, but like working in the same space with, if that makes sense. And then your salons in the area are like the biggest powerhouses in Fort Wayne. I feel like just salons for hair and makeup are very, very popular around this area. And I, again, don't mind like having that kind of competition and everything, but I just really wish that people would realize that like people can't really be good at both. And a lot of the time salons, if they don't specialize and have, you know, designated makeup artists, they usually don't do very good at makeup. I do specialize specifically in makeup, and I feel like my work does reflect that. A lot of brides have definitely, you know, said something to the fact that they really like my work and everything, and they specifically like my style, if that makes sense. So I am very happy about that I'm kind of starting to get like a little bit more well recognized in my area, which is nice. I just kind of want to be the go-to makeup artist, or one of them. Again, I'm trying to share the space with other people. I don't want to get all the business because I physically can't. You know, you can only get so many weddings in like a day, you know? So right now I'm basically trying to concentrate on getting on vendor referral lists. So either with like other wedding vendors or actual venue referral lists. So any wedding venues in my area, I'm trying to get on those lists, but it's been kind of hard. A lot of the times I don't physically go to venues. I usually am going to certain people's houses. A lot of the times I go to hotels and everything to help set up and whatnot. I just don't ever hardly get to the actual venues. And of course, venues, to have you on their vendor referral list, they want to have you, you know, be well recognized and everything, and they want you to have worked at their venue before, like multiple different times. But yeah, other than that though, I'm pretty much just kind of working on growing my business in general. As far as like, I guess, more personal things in my life, so right now I'm actually in the process of getting something pretty exciting, and this is going to be one of those things that some people are going to like and support, and some people are going to hate it. Let's just put it this way. So I'm a Taurus. I'm not going to blame it all on this. I'm very stubborn and very bullheaded. Once I get something stuck in my head, it's really hard to get it out of my head, if that makes sense. So that's what makes me also very goal-oriented, and that's what makes me accomplish my goals. I'm a really strong go-getter kind of person, but I'm also really level-headed at the same time. That's how I've always been in my whole entire life, and whenever I have a goal set for myself, I always want to achieve that goal, and I will achieve it eventually, but sometimes it just takes me a really long time. Also, before I go any further, I just wanted to put a disclaimer and say that I am by no means trying to brag or anything. I 100% earned what I'm about to tell you guys, and I worked very hard to get it. And I'm at the point where I could almost cry because of like what I accomplished. I don't know how to word this to where it won't sound like super conceited, because I'm really not trying to make it sound like that. I got into a situation maybe 5 years ago or so that was like a huge financial hardship for me personally, and I was working a minimum wage job at the time. Sorry, there's like a hair going on right here and I can't get it. But yeah, so it's just really hard for me to like actually build up a savings and everything, because I was like, making so little, and I just was basically living paycheck to paycheck, and it was just kind of hard to make ends meet, And I then started like spending money like crazy because I was kind of depressed, and I just didn't know where I was going with my life, because I was graduating from college at that point in time and I couldn't find a job in my career. It's just kind of sad, to be completely honest, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And it was just really hard. Right when I was in that situation, I started dating my husband, but obviously he was a boyfriend at the time, and we've actually known each other since 7th grade. So he's been a really good friend for a very long time, and he has always been a saver. He was a huge penny pincher when I met him. So he taught me how to be more of a saver, and I eventually got to a point where, I got a good enough job, and I started freelancing and started building up a savings account. I am now to the point where I do not have to live paycheck by paycheck. Okay, so here's where my big announcement is that I have always been super, super big into cars. And that's going to come as a shock to you guys. It just doesn't seem like my personality if you guys don't know me. But if you guys know me, then you guys know that I talk about cars like all the time. So I've always been a really strong advocate of luxury cars. I feel like, yes, some of them are very, very overpriced for what they are, because you're just paying for the name of them. Same with everything else. So as you guys might have been able to tell by this whole conversation now, I am getting my dream car, and I am so excited about it. I almost broke down at the dealership. I'm filming this on Sunday, but it happened yesterday that I actually signed the paperwork and everything for it. I don't want to like tell you guys necessarily what it is or like show it really on my channel. Just know that it is like a luxury car brand. Right now, I drive like an older luxury car. I've tried not to put what kind of car that it is on YouTube especially. I know some people have seen things on Instagram if you guys follow my personal one, but I just try not to like, I guess, flaunt things. You'll probably see it if you follow me on my personal Instagram page, but if you don't, I'm probably not going to be posting it on YouTube unless you guys request it. Just know that I worked very, very hard. It's been 5 years now that I've saved up for this car. It's like one of the things that I just never ever thought in a million years that I would be able to afford, and I'm at the point now where I 100% can, and I don't know, I just feel like I've worked my butt off to do this. And it's not even coming from YouTube money. I don't make that much off of YouTube, just to let you guys know. Like, I'm extremely grateful that I have the following that I do on YouTube, but a lot of people are like, oh, you're just using YouTube money to like buy this or whatever. It's mainly all just coming from my business, to be completely honest, because I have my full-time job for a reason. That's my main source of income. And I have my freelance career. Any money that I get from it is pretty much going into savings and everything. And so that's where I've been able to like grab from savings. I just feel like I'm going to come off as bragging if I do like a video over it or something. And I'm not a vlog style channel or anything. So I don't want to like put that much of my personal life on YouTube quite yet, I don't think. And again, I'm so happy to have gotten where I am right now, because if I literally was stuck in the hole that I was in, 5-6 years ago, I would have been miserable. I don't even want to know where I honestly would have ended up. So overall, I just want to let you guys know that if you guys do have a goal in mind and everything, and you feel like you're stuck, you can definitely pull out of it. You're going to get to where you want to go, but it's going to have to take some effort on your part. You're going to have to put in the effort. It's not going to necessarily come to you automatically. I just guess that I fully believe in karma kind of, and I also am starting to get into like the law of attraction sort of things. It's like, if you think about it and whatever, then eventually good things will happen to you if you put out good things in life and like good energy and vibes, you know what I mean? But I just want to let anybody know who's struggling right now that you're not going to be permanently stuck. Life's going to move on, and you kind of just have to shift directions and shift your mentality, because if you put negative vibes and negative energy into the universe, then that's all you're going to get back. and that's what I truly feel like. So I've been trying to put as many positive things out into the world as I possibly can, and just try to help as many people as I can, and just be like an overall more happy person. So I think that's honestly pretty much about it. I think the only thing I have to do is put on the lips. Hold on, let me put something right in my inner corner here, because I feel like I have to have a little bit of shimmer going on. Then obviously I won't be able to talk when I'm doing lipstick, so I will go ahead and put on lipstick, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, this is the completed look. Again, hopefully you guys didn't take this super negatively and it didn't come off as bragging in any way, because I really did not want you guys to like get that from the video. I just wanted to basically do a really casual sit down, get ready with me sort of video, and just so you guys can see, I guess, exactly where I am in my life and what's happening with me. I'm not going to talk about super negative things on this channel and everything. I know I went like a little bit deeper than I think was expecting to. But again, please note that any negative comments will be deleted by me, because I really don't want negativity on this channel at all. So if you guys don't agree, just click off. I don't want to have a whole entire comment section debate or something, you know. I just want to have really positive vibes and really positive energy on this channel. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this style of video. Let me know if you guys want me to do kind of like chit chat, get ready with me every once in a while to kind of just update you on my life. As always, if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, definitely go ahead and do so. I upload a ton of makeup artist related content on a regular basis. Also, don't forget to also like and also hit the notification bell, and that will notify you of every single video I upload. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.